We live.
Matty. All his glory. This beach got a lot of personality for sure. But shit, yeah. Just wrapped up a shoot. Music on the way.
Ooh-wee.
Music on the way, man. Man, it's a blessing, man. Finally get some new tunes out. New earth on the way, man. Shit. Man, I'm so excited to hear all the new shit, really, man. It's a long time coming, man. I haven't released much music lately. Just forces that have been outside of my control, it feels like. But, shit's lining up how it's supposed to. That's how it always goes, man. It seems like we're just gonna get a whole windstorm, a whole hurricane, tornado, and new music at a good time. 2024 is gonna be a good year.
Amen.
That's what it's lining up to be. Just a lot of music, a lot of content, some shows, shit like that. You know, who knows? But for sure, we got a lot of music, a lot of content, locked and loaded, ready to go. Shit's gonna be dope.
Yes, sir.
So. Yeah, that's actually a good question because I do so much old music. It's ridiculous. I got music from fucking 2015, 2016. Hasn't come out, hasn't seen the light of day just for whatever reason. Didn't line up, didn't, mesh well with a project I was putting out, or just timing wise, the singles didn't line up. And, before you know it, years pass. And it just gets to a point, maybe, some of the material, some of the content of the music of the songs just might not fit where I'm at in my life anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it goes. That's how things happen sometimes, man. I'm sure a lot of artists can relate to that, man. Just having songs tucked away, before you know it, it adds up and you got 50 songs tucked away, 60 songs tucked away, and then you got new stuff you're working on. It just builds up. So I am working on a way to release that in a cool way, some older material, because, as artists, just, I don't think it's cool when, people like brag, man, I got 100 songs in the vault. Like, that sucks, man. Like, as an artist, man, it fucking sucks, man. For some of these songs I've been listening to for years, and nobody else has heard them. It's like, I forget that sometimes, because I done heard them so many times and shit, and I'm just like, man, I'll go back and play it. I'll be like, man, I can't believe nobody's heard this yet. So I'm like, I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That it gets to that point. Shit can build up like that. When you're constantly making new stuff, so as far as the whole music, I am planning on releasing some older material, probably in the form of a project within the next week or two, probably late December, if not, early 2024, probably January. Before I get to that, I want to put out some newer stuff. Just because some of the stuff is a little dated, whether it be material, like I said, bars, people change teams, your ideas change about the world, your ideology and shit. Just like, that's why I felt like, some of that shit just like, it's never going to see the light of day. But I got no problem with, people judging me or critiquing me for a version of myself that's no longer here, a version of myself that has been dead. So if people want to judge me off, some shit I made in 2015, 2016, that's fine. I really don't care. I'm saying I'm not that person anymore. always evolving.
Mm-hmm.
So I look back at some of that shit and I laugh, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were looking back at some of those videos, 2015. Some of my first videos. I may do like some reaction videos soon. We'll see. I gotta get this webcam and shit like that. Get that in order. I do want to do some reaction videos because some of those videos are fucking hilarious. And not only are they hilarious, but it gives people an insight to the growth. Like, there's no way you could look at that kid, that artist from 2014, 2015, and say, hey, that's the same dude now. Like, you just hear it. I don't even have to say it. You just see it in everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. When you starting out, you a baby at some shit. Like, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, like for me, like I got into this late. I wouldn't say unfortunately, everybody's life is different for me. So like, I got into this late. I was 22 years old. There's people who've been rapping and doing talent shows, you know what I'm saying, 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see them at their peak, 22, 23, 24 years old, they're on top of the world. It's just like, that's not how it happened for me. It started later. It took me a while to realize, like, this is what I really want to do with my life. This is what I want to chase. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to figure it out at 16, 17. That's the pressure. So, but, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Finding stuff, you know what I'm saying? 30 years old, you know what I'm saying? 35, wherever you're at. As long as you find that thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about the age, and, you know what I'm saying? Or your peers, everybody else is doing this, and, you know, settling down in their life, and starting from none of that shit matters, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the art is presented, people aren't going to look back 50 years from now and be like, oh man, that dude's 35, 40 years old. Like, people don't give a fuck about that when it comes to art and great art. You know, we don't look back, you know, 100, we don't look back from, you know, 100 years and be like, oh man, how old was fucking Basquiat when he did? Like, maybe some people do, but for the most part, people just appreciate great art, no matter, you know, what age or where you're at in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, just don't put too much, don't stress that too much on other people, just artists and shit. It's some made up shit, man. It's just some shit that we just put that pressure on ourselves. Society, you know what I'm saying? It puts that pressure on us as well. Yeah, man, chase that shit. 40 years old, man. Chase that shit. Find that shit, find that shit, find something to go after it. You know what I'm saying? All that is the other side of that. If you don't, it's just regret, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be looking back 60, 70 years old. Oh, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have tried that, man. Do everything you want to do now, man. I don't care how old you are. You want to be on your deathbed all the time. Man, I wish I would have. I wish I would have. It's never going to be me, man. I'm always going to go after my dreams. You know what I'm saying? It's just a new music on the way. Old music on the way. Music on the way. It's a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get to release express myself into the world, it's just a blessing. I don't think I realized that when I was younger how fortunate, you know what I'm saying, you can be in that position to share your art with people. You know what I'm saying? On a pretty high level too, man. You know what I'm saying? Where people actually gonna listen to that shit. It's some responsibility that comes with that.
What is
Like contributed to. Oh, I got you. Consistency, passion, the drive to want to get better, knowing that in 2014 when I started, knowing that I hadn't reached my full potential, knowing that I wanted to get better, it's just the passion and the desire to get better contributed to that. I always want to get better at everything I do. I want to be fucking good. I want to be good at everything I do. I've been that way since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Any sport I took up, baseball, basketball, football, I always wanted to be really good. If I wasn't good, I wanted to figure out how to be good. It's the same way with this music shit. It's the same exact way. I wasn't best when I started out. I was just like, man, I kept pushing. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be one of the best. So that's going to contribute to any type of growth, even just as a human. I'm always trying to get better. Fuck music, fuck the art. Like, I'm trying to get better in every facet of life. As a human, constantly doing this better, learning lessons and shit. How did I fuck up there? Just assessing yourself, being real with yourself. You're not gonna grow if you're not being real with yourself.
That's an ego.
You know what I'm saying? If you already think you're the shit, if you already think, you know what I'm saying, I don't gotta get better. I'm already so good and shit. I never ever felt that way. Maybe it came across that way to other people because you want to come across as confident and shit. So of course when I came in, I probably was like, man, I'm the shit. You know, you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Once I did it, just like I was real with myself. It's just like, man, I'm not the artist I want to be yet. You know what I'm saying? It's a feeling. You know what I'm saying? And as far as music, you know what I'm saying, specifically, like, you know, I got this thing, I got a playlist on my phone called Trippy Kid. That's just the music I like to play when I'm on vacation. Obviously, you know, under the influence of some shit and just like, that's like the ultimate test for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to sit and like lay back and like ride to this music? It's one thing to like play the music in the car, you know what I'm saying, ride around. It's like, can I sit and like have a good cry to this? Can I sit and like just soak it all in? So, you know, while some shit is playing. And if I was being real with myself, it was like, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there on that level. So yeah, it's just a feeling, I guess. It's just a feeling of knowing, you know, like I said, just being real with yourself. It's no different from a basketball player. I relate a lot of, I always say that, and I'm gonna say it again, I relate a lot of things to sports. But you always are trying to get better. You know, the basketball player, you saw him last season, and then you didn't see in the summertime all the shit he was doing, all the workouts, you know, fucking 2 days, whatever he was doing, to that next season, you see like, damn, dude really took that step. That's crazy. There's a lot of people like that right now in the NBA. Like Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, there's a lot of dudes who was like, man, when they first came in, you know, they weren't that. And it's like, man, 4 or 5 years later, man, they put in that work. And it's like, man, they one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's consistency, man. Consistency and just steady, just working on yourself. That's all. That's what I would say. Just if you want to grow at anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be good when you first start out. So, I don't give a fuck who told you that, where they told you that. That's not how it works. There is no. I don't believe in just natural born talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, fucking Michael Jordan would have been in the league when he was 5 years old, 6 years old. Like, this dude's crazy. Like, dude, like Michael Jordan got cut from his from his basketball team. He was a freshman. Like, wasn't just right away. Like, oh my God, Michael Jordan's the best player ever. Like, nigga, that's what's this dude? What's his name? Fucking man, I forget it. Leon something. Fuck. There was a dude who, you know what I'm saying, he mentions like, man, I got cut. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make varsity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need those things to push you to get better. Sometimes things that you want to happen and when they don't happen, that'll push you to get better. You know what I'm saying? I came up in Chicago around one of the craziest times in life as far as music. The people who were making it out of the city were like, that pushed me because it was like, man, why am I not getting, why am I getting overlooked? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why they say like steel sharpens steel. It's like, bro, like that shit only makes you better. Sometimes you don't need to get that look. You don't need to get that promotion or that blog cover or that show and shit. Because sometimes that's gonna push you harder. It's just like Jordan. Man, I ain't make the team. Fucking 10 times harder. Ain't no way they gonna fucking deny me next time. Ain't no way I'm not making this team next time. Feel me? So it's just like I said, I don't believe in natural born anything. Study their story, they put in the work. I believe in hard work. So, just was real with myself. When I came in, I knew I wasn't great. I want to be great. Just kept working towards that and still working towards that. And to me, it's a never-ending journey. Just Andre 3000, man, starting out something new, playing an instrument. Like, as far as artistry, like, you're always growing, you're always going to want to grow, just get better or take up a new skill. Like, I feel like I'm the same way when it comes to that. In the pursuit of greatness.
Your higher self.
It wasn't going to stop. It wasn't going to stop until I reached it. You know what I'm saying?
Boom.